Can you recall the last moment where you felt held, truly embraced, seen, recognized, and experienced? Whether that was by a loved one, a friend, a colleague, or a stranger on the street. When is the last time you felt that you could be your full, raw, complete, and authentic self without having to wear a mask, without having to hide, without having to pretend to be someone you weren't? Never? Yeah, me too. In the last 36 years of life, there have been very few moments where I felt like I could show up and fully be me. You see, I am considered the strong friend, the friend who has it together and, can make it through any challenge, trial, or tribulation without breaking a sweat. I'm the friend that you call when you need someone to hold space and vent and do these things. And I do it lovingly and gladly. But when I really reflected on the last time that I truly felt like I could be that way to a friend of mine, it hasn't been in a very long time. And I think it really made me recognize how much I deeply desired that type of experience and connection. I watched a video the other day from Alex L., and she was telling a story about how her and her girlfriend were going out for coffee, and she went to go pick her girlfriend up. She was on the phone with her mom, and she was motioning to her friend, one of these, that she was on the phone. And the friend got in the car, and there was a moment in that conversation with her mother that she began to break down and cry. If you're like me, a sensitive being whose emotions often pour out over the littlest things. I mean, I cry when I'm angry, I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm sad. There's no occasion where I don't cry. You may be able to relate to what I'm about to say, which is people's experiences. People really fall in one of two camps when it comes to seeing someone cry. They either get super uncomfortable and are trying to find the fastest exit out of that situation, or they jump into fix-it mode and they want to fix and they want to solve and they want to provide a solution. What I found interesting about what Alex L's friend did is that she didn't fall into either of those camps. Instead, she held space. She rubbed her hand. She soothed her in the moment, but she allowed her to express, to be raw, to be vulnerable, to be seen, to be experienced. And that is such a beautiful thing. And oftentimes, that's what we really need. Most of us have the answers already within us. We know it. We know it. We know that even though we're sad and we're emotional in these moments, we know that we have the inner strength and resolve to make it through. We know that the wisdom lies within, and we have the answers, and we've, gotten through tough times before. That's not the problem, and that's not what we need. We just want to be witnessed. We just want to be experienced, and we want to do it in a way that feels raw and authentic. We don't want to hide the fact that we are going through it or we're feeling things deeply just because it might be uncomfortable for someone else. But we also realize that most people are not comfortable with that kind of expression. And in hearing that story and in hearing how her friend showed up for her and how much that meant to her, it meant the world to her to feel safe in that moment. And the friend didn't say a word. She didn't do anything. She didn't solve anything. But just being present and allowing Alex to be experienced without judgment, shame, or guilt was so moving for Alex L. that she made a video about the experience. I believe it's because she probably feels similar to how I feel right now. That there aren't many spaces where you can do that. There aren't many people where you can show up in that way. And if I'm feeling that, others must be feeling that way too. So what's the solution? I asked myself. And what I answered was mirrored. Mirrored is a space that I've created. One-on-one, audio only, opportunity for me to hold space for you. Because I understand what it's like to have life swirling all around you and not feeling safe to share it with those closest to you. Whether it's because of old traumas that you're carrying in to this new phase. Maybe you've always felt that you were misunderstood, and so even when you meet new people, you don't want to try. Or maybe the people who surround you have known you for a majority of your life, and they remember the version of you that you used to be, whether that was a week ago, a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. You are an ever-evolving being, and sometimes it's hard for others to keep up. Sometimes they don't understand, or they choose not to understand. So it feels scary to put yourself in a situation where you would bear that aspect of yourself to them. Or maybe you're at a crossroads in life and you just want to let it out. Let out the thoughts and the feelings that are all swirling in your head. I know I experience that a lot, especially when it comes to my aspirations as an entrepreneur and just, wanting to have a sounding board and not always feeling like that exists. Or maybe you're a recovering people pleaser like me, and you don't know how to be the vulnerable one because you're always the one who's holding it all together for everyone else. Whatever category you fall into, I want to create this space for you. It's a beta offering that I plan to launch in October. It'll be 30 minutes, audio only. And the reason it's audio only is because I want you to come as you are. No masks, no pretending, because we have enough of that going on in the world. So if this sounds like something you're interested in and you want to experiment with me, because I'm experimenting too, I want to know if this is something I enjoy and this is something that feels good to other people as well as myself. So if you would like to be part of that experiment and that beta round of Mirrored, there is a link in the description below for you to sign up so that when I launch, you'll be the first one to know about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this message finds you exactly where you are. Know that you're loved and you're perfect, and that I see you and I appreciate you, and that we as a collective need your energy. And until next time.